On YouTube, my name is Tyler Davis.King with another video. Today we're talking about um, starting something outside of your main job. That's the title of this video. Starting something outside your main job. Let's start with the obvious, right? Look at your basketball players and football players. And before I begin, I'm not a financial advisor or getting financial advice. But look at these football players and basketball players, right? Now back in the day, I say 20, 30 years ago, most of them guys will just go broke, right? You heard the stories that athletes make $80 million and they go broke. They owe money, they're broke, they didn't invest their money. But these days, most athletes, some still go broke, but most athletes start their own thing, especially in football or basketball. People know that if you watch basketball, football, or say basketball, for example, most kids who come out of high school have more risk on their side because they have no college education or college to fall back on. So what they immediately would do with kids out of high school and going to the NBA and making their money, they will start investing the money as soon as they get the money. Because if they blow their knee or have an injury that's detrimental, they're gone. And football as well. Most of these guys, like look at LeBron, not a big fan of LeBron, but look at LeBron, he has lots of companies. He has lots of things going for him. And most of these guys in football, I say basketball, the number one thing to do is get shoe deals. A shoe deal is outside of basketball, right? Now they work on the court, but a shoe deal is something. It's money outside of basketball. So they're making money on the content basketball, and they're making money on the shoe that they wear. They'll get sponsorships. They'll be in commercials. Someone on mostly like on restaurants. I know Trick Daddy has a restaurant. So these people who make money, they start owning restaurants, businesses. They started companies. They started doing real estate. They start doing a lot of things outside of football and basketball because they know they can't play forever, number one. And two, the window's limited and they don't want to go broke. So they invest their money. We all know people who invest their money into companies, into real estate. If you look at athletes, actors, they do the same thing. They just don't act. They also invest their money. They invest. They start companies, right? They collab. They be in movies. So the thing I'm trying to get pointed is they do something outside their main job. The main focus is they do something outside of their main job. They don't play basketball, get a game check, and that's it. Most of them have shoe deals, Nike deals. They've been in TV shows and movies. If you look at something like a Roman Reigns, for example, right? He's wrestling, but he also has his own shoe. He also in the movie, Street Fighter. Look at The Rock, right? Same thing. Stone Cold back in the day was wrestling, and he was in a few movies as well. A lot of guys don't like that. You look at somebody like 50 Cent. He was a rapper, but he still raps some, but he does movies and TV shows. So my main point is most people that you know who are famous who make money, they make money in other avenues. And what I'm trying to get across is we got to do the same thing. We can't just have a full-time job and don't invest in anything. Now, the easiest argument to dispel on my argument is, well, they got money. If I had $100 million, sure, I'll buy real estate. Sure, I'll start a company. Sure, I'll buy stocks because I got the money to do it. That's valid. And you are right, right? They got the money to do so. But you also have the money to invest. You see, you have $20, $30 to invest. You have money to invest in the stock market. You do have that money. You might have had millions of dollars, but you have some money to invest. They might invest more than you, but you invested. See, I have 47,000 total value, right? And you can invest. That's what I'm trying to get across to people. Almost everyone, look at Jeff Bezos. He has multiple companies. He doesn't do Amazon. He has other things too, right? I think he does a taxi, I think, or whatever else, all the companies. Look at Elon Musk. He owns Tesla and he owns X, right? Every person with billionaires and millionaires, they own multiple things. They have their main thing they make money from, and they go outside of that into something else. They go into something else. Look at wrestlers. Look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is a prime example. He was a boxer, but he owned his own production company. And he produced, he promote fights under his name. Same thing, right? Look at Shaq. He owns a restaurant, right? And he owns TV. They make money outside their main thing. Outside their sport, they make outside money. So what I'm saying is, we have to do the same mindset. We had to make money outside of our main job. We have to invest our money outside of our main gig. And yes, you can easily say they got millions. Floyd got millions of dollars. It's easy for him to buy a skyscraper. You're right. I can't buy a skyscraper. But I can start putting $30 or $40 to a stock every week. I can start doing that right now. This $47,000 is outside of my job. This $47,000 is almost a full. This $47,000 is someone's yearly salary, if you think about it. And if my stock price go up, I'll hit $50,000. So you could invest. So not only to invest, but you can start your online business. You can start a YouTube channel. You can start a blog. You can start doing affiliate marketing. You can start that today. So 2 things you can do today is start a brokerage account, invest, and start a business. You're making money outside of your main job. That is the main point of the video. The main point is summing this up. We gotta start something outside of the main job, right? We got to. Most people who cut grass for a living have a side hustle during the wintertime when the grass is not growing. Most who do power washing or car washing or hedge trimming or cut down trees in wintertime because grass is not growing. So think about it. Every company that you know makes money outside of the main thing. Now, McDonald's, for example, they make money on selling hamburgers, but they sell other things too. They sell toys, they sell ice cream, they sell cookies. They don't sell one thing. They're a restaurant, but they sell multiple things at a restaurant. They also get paid in promotion of movies. When movies comes out for kids and they promote their toys, they get paid for that. They're getting paid for that. They get paid for the promotion on their box. So they pay McDonald's to put on their carton, to put the poster up in the window. They get paid for that too. So every business you know makes money in different ways, not just one. Maybe a senior citizen home make money from the people who pay for their service. It's the only thing different, but there's not many companies you can name that only does one thing. Like all they sell is lemonade and that's it. They don't sell nothing else different. So what I'm saying is to wrap up the video, we got to have something outside of a job. I don't care what it is. And you can invest $20 a week. You can invest $50 a week. You can cut back on the Netflix, or you have Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus. You have Sling TV. You have 4 subscriptions. Only use 1. You can cut 3 things off, save you $6 a month, take $50 out of that, and invest it. You have money to invest. I'm sorry. You smoke cigarettes and cigars. You play lotto. You go to a casino and gamble on weekends. Go to Maryland Live, the GMG Grand. Go to Vegas and gamble. You go gamble. You go out to eat You go out to eat for lunch 3-4 times a week at your job. Instead of packing lunch, you go buy lunch every week. I just named you a lot of things that people do. You buy your kid all name brand clothes and shoes. Your kid 2 years old. Your kid one years old buy them Jordans. Your kid's 1 year old buying Nikes. Buying True Religion jeans. $35 pair of jeans. And nobody gonna really care about. Nobody don't care about. You doing that. Kid turns 2, you run a whole facility. Kids turn 2 or 3, you run a whole block. Run a whole building for your kid. I ain't said it's a bad thing. I don't say you got money. You run a whole section. Kid birthday party, y'all cook out steak and lobster. Had the hamburgers, hot the hamburger, ribs, chicken. You know what I'm saying? You do all that for your kid for he turned 2. And in 3 years, you forgot all about it. 3 years, you forgot all about it. I'm not saying to have fun. I'm not saying enjoy yourself. What I'm saying is, you got the money. You have the money to invest. You have the money. I know a lot of people who blew a lot of money. I know a friend of mine go to casino, blow $1,000. He won some money, but lost money. Came in 300, won 1,000, then lost 300-400. Only came in with $200. And you won $200. Nice. Sometimes you lose money. You know, I'm not saying go out there have fun, but I'm saying don't say you have the money to invest when you do these things. When you go for lunch at your job and you buy lunch 3 times a week, then buy dinner. We got money. You go to Whole Foods for grocery shopping instead of going to Aldi. You want to buy everything fresh and organic. They have organic stuff too at Aldi, and it's way cheaper. I mean, Aldi, you could get a car full of food for like under $200. You go to Whole Foods, spend $500 for the same type of food. It's all organic and fresh, but you spend like $500. So you had the money to invest. In my personal opinion, you had the money to invest. You just don't want to. Or cut things out. So that's the end of my video. We need to start building things outside of a job today. Online business, whatever it is, today. And if you want to start online business, I'll link below where you get started to learn affiliate marketing. I'll link below for Snowball Analytics right here. For Snowball, to track your dividends. Click the link below. Get started today. Start something outside of your main job. Because if you always get cut and you get laid off and you can't work no more, you have 8 to 9 bills you have to pay. And all depends on that one job. Thanks for watching.